I asked him, he said today he was in a hurry to go home. No, he's not getting any sleep. I said, well, you know, they're always nice when they're new, but then they poop and they blow the whole thing in town. So, what is this baby, 2 weeks old?
I think so. Only 2.
Yeah, I think so. They're always nice when they're new. And there's that whole pooping thing. Okay. What is this name stand for?
She graduated in 2020.
Okay. I
Or is
knew her.
it 2021? She's a recent grad.
Yeah. It's just gonna be a pain.
Okay, so she will also go over that. STEM thing, just, yeah, she does because now I'm like, well, she resigned. Should I even include her?
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This meeting is called to order at 7:11 p.m. by the Board President, Mrs. Marla Adams. All members are present, Mrs. Gunter, Mr. Stroud, Mr. Hanger, Mr. Engel, Mr. Nathan Freed, and Dr. Steve Hatton. It is recommended that the agenda for the November 10th, 2022 regular meeting be approved as presented with additions, corrections, or deletions as recommended by the board, and I believe there is a late item or two.
Yes, Madam President. In your packets, all late items did make the packets that you have. We do have one additional late item. And I will go ahead and read. Do I go ahead and read that now, or do I wait? Okay, we do have one additional late item. It is recommended that the school corporation pay the 7.82% health insurance rate increase for the 2023 calendar year beginning January 1st, 2023. This is a one-time agreement with the North Harrison Classroom Teachers Association, and the board authorizes the superintendent to sign a memorandum of understanding with the NHCTA.
May I have a motion to accept the agenda? Motion is made by Mr. Engel. May I have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Mrs. Gunter. Any questions? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. It is recommended that the minutes from the October 20th, 2022 executive session and regular meeting be approved as presented. May I have a motion to approve the minutes? Motion is made by Mr. Hanger. May I have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Mrs. Gunter. Are there any questions on this? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0.
Business office recommendations. It is recommended that claim numbers 1130 through 1230 be approved as presented.
May I have a motion to approve the claims?
I'll make the motion.
Motion is made by Mr. Stroud. May I have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Mr. Engel. Are there any questions about the claims?
I don't have any questions, but I do want to thank the school corporation. One of the vouchers, 1215, is paid to the Indiana School Board Association for member dues, and I appreciate that the school corporation does pay those member dues for our board members. It has been a valuable resource, the information that they give us, so thank you.
Thank you. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0.
Approval of payrolls. It is recommended that regular payrolls for November 25th, 2022 and December 9th, 2022 be approved for payment.
May I have a motion to approve the payrolls?
I'll make that motion.
Motion is made by Mrs. Gunter. May I have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Mr. Stroud. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0.
Bank reconciliation. It is recommended that the bank reconciliation from October 31st, 2022 be approved as presented.
May I have a motion to accept the bank reconciliation?
I'll make that motion.
Motion is made by Mr. Hanger. May I have a second? Seconded by Mr. Engel. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Okay, we do have a presentation from Michelle Farrell from Morgan Elementary School.
Before, sorry, Michelle, before she gets started, just to kind of let you guys know where we're going with this, we're monthly, we're going to try to pull something out of the buildings that's positive, that's happening, and just kind of a demonstration to the public so that they can see Michelle graciously volunteered to do this for us, and she is so excited to be here. She's been looking forward to it. Right. So anyway, we really appreciate you doing this for us this evening.
My name is Michelle Farrell. I do teach. Can I need a microphone?
There you go.
Probably not. I teach second grade at Morgan Elementary, and we're going to talk about the CAMI program because I'm assuming that some very fine, upstanding board members and administrators allow us to use this program in our school because it does cost money. So we came upon this program when we started with COVID, and we needed a way to get information to our students at home and for them to get information back to us. So I'm going to show a short little video, and Mrs. Renner is helping me in the closet, and we're used to our smart board and being able, so you'll have to use us for that. So Mrs. Renner is going to play a short little video of just really is a good introduction.
Every day, teachers do incredible things, but juggling excellent teaching with managing assignments, tech troubles, and catering to every student's individual needs can become overwhelming. So we wondered how we could help. What if we could reimagine the digital learning environment by providing you with an all-in-one tool that unlocks potential, ignites creativity, and nurtures collaboration? Welcome to CAMI. Upload any learning resource into CAMI and share it with your students to create an interactive canvas ready for expression, analysis, and discussion. CAMI fully integrates the programs you already use to power a seamless assignment management workflow, allowing you to create, assign, give feedback, grade, and whiteboard all within CAMI. Empower students at every level with powerful and versatile tools to complete work their way, unlocking potential at every stage of their learning journey. Watch your students progress and provide feedback and encouragement at any time to drive engagement and improve learning outcomes. In class, remote, or a bit of both, online or offline, CAMI will keep you teaching and learning wherever you may be. And as an all-in-one tool, you can spend less time learning a million new ones and more time with your students. Join millions of educators and transform your classroom today.
So as you can see, it's purple, and it's the purple K, and 7-year-olds in second grade know when they see the purple K on their screen that they are writing, and they can turn it in. So if you notice in that video, we are a Google School Corporation, and we use Google Classroom, and this integrates with that. So we can make something in Kami, or we can use what we already have. So if you're a seasoned teacher and you have tons of information, tons of worksheets, and you just want to bring it up a notch, then you can use another program where we simply sit at our desk and we have a program on our phone where we can take a picture. And this is plain old second grade work from a long time ago. And so the kids are able to use the toolbar over there. You see there's a T for type. There's a thing that looks like a pencil. And they will write. They can put circles. They can put whatever they want on their paper and turn it in. And then this is me, so I don't have it. The kids will have a button up at the top that says turn in. And then they just turn it in, it comes right to me, and I'm able to grade it. I can write comments on it. I can draw on it. I can fix things for them, and they get it back. So that's maybe the basic part of Kami. So, but Kami has come so far in the last 3 years that it's pretty amazing at what they add on. So, can we go, just go ahead and go down to the kindergarten alphabet. So this is a pre-made activity that you have Kami, so you can just load this. So kindergartners can just get assigned this in Google Classroom, and it's the whole entire alphabet. So and keep in mind, if you don't want to do the whole entire alphabet, you don't have to. You can something called split and merge that's over here, and you can drag and drop. You can take out pages, you can put in blank pages, you can put in videos, you can put in whatever you chose to put into this document, and then assign it in Google Classroom, and they work right on their screen with it. So it's very easy for them to draw and manipulate what they want to do. They can type, and some kids like to type, and some like to draw, and they can do what they choose. So let's see what else is going to bring up. You can pull up the letter B activity. This one I simply made for you all just to show you that sometimes you think, well, can you use it in kindergarten? Sure. So I made this one, and it will read them the directions. It will read them any.
Directions: use the paintbrush on the left to circle the letters V and B.
It will read them all of the letters. If they're not sure.
Directions: use the paintbrush on the left to circle the letters V and B.
So, if you have students that aren't on level and they need some assistance with things being read to them, this is perfect for them. Because you can put things on and then they can listen to it with their earbuds on and not bother the other kids. So, let's see what else we have here in this printer. We have a gratitude challenge. This is more for the older kids. So, 30 days of gratitude challenge, and it comes straight from Kami. I pulled it out of the app. There are things that they can pick and choose. I've added paper underneath, so they can type, they can add in. It's a fun bell ringer, something to do with older kids. And do you want to go to Google Class? Oh, how about Google Slides and the notebook? Second grade has been really busy testing, but we did find time for this, and I do have permission to share this. So this is one of my students, and I think you'll have to open it with Kami if you wanted to talk. This little boy figured out that he doesn't even have to type. He said, "Miss Farrell, did you know I could just go out there and hit the button and talk this?" I said, "Yes, please don't tell anybody else."
My name is Jude. My favorite color is lime green. My favorite fruit is strawberry. My favorite subject is math and reading. My favorite place to have fun, trampoline park. I have 4 brothers and sisters. I have a TV show to watch is Henry Danger. My favorite game on the Xbox is Minecraft. My favorite game on the Oculus is Beat Saber. My favorite games on my Nintendo is Pokemon Shield. My favorite things to play outside is Zombie Apocalypse. Best friend is Ryan. My second best friend is Luke. My first best friend Isis Keegan. In summer I like to swim at my Nana and Papa's pool. My sister had a birthday party there and my cousins came. My brother's and sister name is Macy, Emmett, Nora. My cousins' names are Hayden and May.
Stop.
My favorite sport is
So,
drums.
his dad emailed pictures to the little boy, and he was able to get the pictures in his email and put them in the notebook. And so, when I made it 18 pages long, so they can keep updating their notebook as we go. So, if you can now just go to, one more thing to show you. If you go to just open up a new tab and open up Canvas. So this is what it looks like for the teachers. When they go in, they can pull something out of their Google Drive, they can pull something out of a blank page, they can go right from here, make a Google Classroom assignment. They can go to, down the bottom you'll see recents, they can go there, and it says browse tutorials. That's where you add a file and you make things. Click browse tutorials down. There. All right. Scroll down. So, there are all kinds of videos. You can learn how to use it. You can go, if the superintendent says, don't forget you need to work on digital citizenship this week, you can type in digital citizenship, and there are about 5 pre-made activities that you can do on digital citizenship. There are, if you teach high school, there are some templates for certain kind of notes and Venn diagram. Anything you would want is there. And they add stuff all the time. So.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
You don't want that on me.
That's quite interesting. We're now ready for public comments on agenda items. If you have a comment, please step up to the podium, state your name. Okay, if there are no comments,
Personnel, resignations, retirements. Brittany Stevens, North Harrison Elementary Instructional Assistant, effective October 21st, 2022. Elijah Lillis, freshman basketball coach, effective October 31st, 2022. Elena Hemp, North Harrison Elementary Instructional Assistant / Computer Science, effective November 22nd, 2022.
may I have a motion to accept these resignations and retirements?
I'll make that motion.
Motion is made by Mrs. Gunter. May I have a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Mr. Hanger. Any comments or questions? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0.
Appointments. Tim Moody, high school volunteer swim assistant for the 22-23 season. Elijah Lillis, boys basketball JV coach for the 22-23 season. Brian Prevatera, boys basketball varsity assistant for the 22-23 season. Jasmine Turner, high school instructional assistant, effective November 10, 2022. Devin Hutton, volunteer resident assistant for the 22-23 season. Nathan Teich, I'm sorry if I mispronounced the name there, volunteer resident assistant for the 22-23 season. Richard McGinnis Jr., volunteer resident assistant for the 22-23 season. Number 8, we are actually going to strike through. Deanna Turner is going to be a volunteer assistant for us. Now she's been added as a late item in a paid position, so we'll just strike through number 8. Number 9, Haley Alcorn, North Harrison Elementary, part-time instructional assistant, effective November 2nd, 2022. Marla Adams, high school volunteer academic team coach for the 22-23 season.
May I have a motion to accept these appointments?
I'll make the motion.
Motion is made by Mr. Stroud. May I have a second? Seconded by Mr. Engel. Any questions or comments here?
I have a question. Can anyone tell me why we have so many volunteer wrestling coaches? Or why is there 4 wrestling coaches? I'm just curious.
Just need some extra help would be my only guess.
I'm not familiar with the way the matches operate. Things like I didn't know if they needed to watch different matches or.
I think we just have a lot of people, it's a very new program, I think we have a lot of people that are interested in helping. And I'm not trying to make light of your question at all, it's a good question. I don't know the 100% answer, but just know that that's a fairly new sport, and a lot of kids have been able to join in, and a lot of people are excited about it, and want to help out. We appreciate it, for sure.
Thank you.
I can interject. When they go to those tournaments, there are multiple wrestling matches going on at different times and with the weight classes, so they may need somebody in each one because they're wrestling different times or same time, so.
It's a lot different wrestling than I grew up on, Mr. Stroud.
WWE.
The pile drivers and flying off the top ropes.
Hot Rod DiBiase.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
Thank you.
Okay, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0.
Other items, it is recommended that the board approve the 2024 to 2027 mowing contract with Goldman Lawn Care for $1,925 per mow.
May I have a motion to accept this recommendation?
I'll make the motion.
Motion is made by Mr. Stroud. May I have a second?
I'll second that motion.
Seconded by Mr. Hanger. I have just one question on this. How many campuses do they mow for this?
This would be at all campuses?
Morgan?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0.
It is recommended that the board approve a $1 per hour increase in salary for non-certified staff beginning with the December 5th, 2022 pay period.
May I have a motion to accept this recommendation?
I'll make that motion.
Motion is made by Mrs. Gunter. May I have a second? Seconded by Mr. Engel. Any questions or comments here?
Mr. Freed, can you please explain who the non-certified staff members are, please?
Non-certified staff would basically include everyone that is not a teacher. We're talking about cafeteria workers, maintenance, custodial, instructional assistants, secretaries, thank you. I'm trying to think, that's off the top of my head. Basically, any non-teacher could be classified as non-certified or administrator.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All those in favor of this recommendation, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0.
It is recommended that the board approve a revised salary schedule for instructional assistants and food service personnel in order to raise all non-certified salary schedules to begin at a minimum of $15.
May I have a motion to accept this recommendation?
I'll make the motion.
Motion is made by Mr. Stroud. May I have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Mrs. Gunter. Any questions here? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion passes 5-0.
It is recommended that the board approve a 4-year contract extension for contracted bus drivers beginning with the 2023-24 school year. The agreement will be a 14% increase over 4 years or a $30 per day increase.
Any questions or comments on this? Oh, I'm sorry. But strike that for the moment. May I have a motion to accept this recommendation? Motion is made by Mr. Engel. May I have a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Mr. Hanger. Now, any questions or comments on this? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 5-0.
It is recommended that the board approve a $6 per day increase in salary for all corporation bus drivers beginning with the December 5th, 2022 pay period.
May I have a motion to accept this recommendation?
I'll make that motion.
Motion is made by Mrs. Gunter. May I have a second?
I think that will actually be.
I'll second it.
Seconded by Mr. Hanger. Any questions or comments here? Oh, I have one. Is this a 4-year contract or is this?
No, Madam President, typically with our certified corporation insurance, typically give a raise yearly.
Okay. Thank you. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. We're now to discussion items. No discussion items, informational items. Done with that, okay. Late items.
It is recommended that the board approve permission to advertise the 2 old van trailers as surplus.
May I have a motion to accept this recommendation?
I'll make the motion.
Motion is made by Mr. Stroud. May I have a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Mr. Engel. Any questions or comments here?
I have a comment. When you advertise these, I know in the past, we've taken out public notice in the newspaper. Is there other avenues we can go with that now, please?
Yes, there are, and we really feel like with this particular item or items, we're going to use our Facebook market.
Yep. Thank you. I think that'll be better than just the typical public notice in the local paper.
Agreed.
I have another question. So when we sell the band trailers, where does the money go back to the band fund? Or is there a general fund for them?
We would like to ask permission, but we would like to give it back to the band.
That is our plan with your approval.
Thank you. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0.
I have a question. Will we announce that as far as when we sell them, and then do a separate motion for making sure that we get back to the bank?
Yes,
Okay.
we can certainly do that.
Thank you.
Okay. 2, appointments. Deanna Turner, changed from volunteer wrestling assistant to paid. John Miller, freshman boys basketball for the 2022-23 season. Ross Schultz, boys basketball volunteer assistant for the 22-23 season.
Do I have a motion? Excuse me. Do I have a motion to accept these appointments?
I'll make the motion.
Motion is made by Mr. Stroud. May I have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Mrs. Gunter. Any questions here? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion passes 5-0.
The last late item we have is what I read earlier tonight involving insurance. It is recommended that the school corporation pay the 7.82% health insurance rate increase for the 2023 calendar year beginning January 1st, 2023. This is a one-time agreement with the NHCS, and the board authorizes the superintendent to sign a memorandum of understanding with the North Harrison Classroom Teachers Association.
May I have a motion to accept this insurance late item?
I'll make that motion.
Motion is made by Mrs. Gunter. May I have a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Mr. Engel. Any questions or comments here?
You want to go first? I just want to thank Mr. Freed and Dr. Hatton for going over the numbers, the budget, and we've wrestled with insurance increases, and it's one of those very frustrating conversations and items that we have to deal with as a school board. But I want to thank them very much for being able to come up with this money. I mean, it's not that they came up with it, but they were able to look at the budget and find the money for us to be able to do this for the staff for 1 year. So thank you very much.
And I want to add to that as well. Glad to be able to help the teachers out. Obviously, that's a pretty good chunk of change that we're helping them with. They deserve every bit of it. Unfortunately, times have changed from when we first got into this insurance mess in the first place. And I think it's time to change our game as well. Open up the doors to different avenues and see if we can't search around and get cheaper prices, hopefully without sacrificing a whole lot of coverage. So, thank you all again.
And this will give you a year to look at this too, so.
Yeah, and in sentiment with Ms. Gunter and Mr. Stroud, very grateful that we're able to do this, and also looking at other avenues over the next year, beginning of the year, to find something that's hopefully better, affordable, and has good coverage for our employees. So thank you again.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. We're now to board member communication. We always start with Mrs. Gunter.
Go ahead.
First of all, I want to thank Mrs. Zabel, the Morgan staff, and students for a very heartwarming Veterans Day program today. As a military veteran myself, tomorrow is a very special day. The North Harrison campus is having their veterans program tomorrow morning at 8:45, if anyone would like to attend. And the last thing I have is I want to congratulate the 7th and 8th grade girls volleyball teams for being county champs. So congratulations. Thank you.
Mr. Stroud, is that next?
It's always hard to follow her up. I don't have much tonight. Obviously, the one burning question on my mind, Mr. Freed, Dr. Hatton. What's the update on the playground,
What's that
boys?
question? I don't remember.
Any news at all, please?
Let's talk about the volleyball champions.
Unfortunately, Mr. Stroud, we have not received any new updates on a quicker shipment on the playground.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
All right. That's all I have, Mr. Hanger.
Okay. Mr. Hatton is our building projects manager, taking care of the outside facilities, and he's done a wonderful job. I don't know whether you guys have noticed our new buildings out here, particularly our smaller ones for the football and also for the track cross-country people. And for years I have complained about, especially this new building we just have, just a small building, but if you are a tennis fan, and I know some of you are, if you sit out there in the heat and die, you know, in the afternoons, it's been really hot out there. We've got a building now that doesn't have any sides on it, but it's got a concrete floor, and you can sit in there and really enjoy the game. And I'm really, really proud of that. Mr. Hatton has really pushed that with the help of Mr. Freed, so we've got that done. And some of the other building projects that I'm really, really excited about for the future around here. And, you know, this board has tried to work with some special things that we need over the years, and I hope that you've seen some of the things that this board has done. Mr. Freed has been very easy to get along with, and he has been developing plans to make our school even better, so I'm really, really happy about what I'm seeing here. Of course, my days are limited, and I know some of you know that I've only got one more meeting left. Yeah, some of you guys will be really happy, I'm sure of that. But 12 and a half years is a long time. But anyway, it's been quite a challenge. I don't want to say this. I'm really happy about the non-certified getting, everybody got something. You know, you can say, well, $1 extra is not very much. It adds up. And I went for years, a 38-year teacher, and we got very little in the way of any kind of extra help. So I'm excited for all of our people who got a little something. Mr. Freed worked on that hard to make sure that there's something for everyone. And wasn't that North Harrison Elementary night over here, the festival? Wasn't that a lot of fun? I came out here and I just ate lots of good stuff, like I need to eat good stuff, but I had a great time. I saw some parents who had lost kids, and they were trying to find their kids, and the kids didn't want to come back. You know, they were having a great time out there in that balloon thing, and I was excited about it. About half an hour later, our preacher came back and said, I haven't found him yet. Said, he's here, he's just hiding from you. But he did eventually find him, so I hope that some of you guys were able to attend that and enjoy the fun. And it was just a beautiful night for it, and I know that I had fun and certainly enjoyed meeting everyone and getting a little bit to eat on the side. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Gunter. You're always well informed and you give us a lot of good information. I appreciate that night following you. Mr. Stroud, thank you. Mr. Hanger, thank you. And just real quick here, I just want some good things happened tonight on this agenda that we were able to do, and I'm glad we're in a position to do so. Want to do more, and I believe good things are coming. Also, just to touch back on being able to offset the increase in insurance, I think this is a really strong move, and I'm very grateful to be able to do that, especially in a time of economic uncertainty that faces not only our community, but the state and the country as well. So very happy that we're able to do that. And I thank everyone for being here tonight. I hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Thanks to everybody for their comments, and as usual, I don't have much to follow up on because everybody said what I would have said anyway. But it is nice to see a group of people here tonight at the school board meeting, and very grateful to be able to do what we were able to put on the agenda and get accomplished. Thank you all.
I know they've already left, but I really appreciate Michelle and Ms. Renner coming this evening and sharing some of the great things that are going on at Morgan. And we're looking forward to continuing with our presentations, that, you know, the great things that are happening. And we're even going to go as far to recognize some of our students of the month, you know, do some things like that. So we're really, really excited about this initiative.
Thank you. It's hard to go behind this gun, but it's really hard when you go last, and I think I've said that a few times. But a lot of the same sentiments, just thanking Morgan Elementary and Mrs. Farrell for the presentation tonight. I really want to thank the board for voting in favor of picking up the health insurance increase. I know that was not an easy decision to make, and certainly our employees are deserving of that. And you know, those are tough decisions, so I want to thank you for supporting my recommendation on that. I also want to commend Morgan Elementary for their Veterans Day program today. I want to invite everyone tomorrow. There's breakfast in the high school auditoria starting at 7 o'clock. The program will start about 8:45, and that will involve high school, middle school, and elementary students. And Veterans Day is something special. I just want to personally thank our veterans who have served for our country, who have made sacrifices, and we want to honor them on Veterans Day, but also each and every day for our freedoms and the way of life that we are able to enjoy because of them. Are there any veterans in the audience tonight? I know Ms. Gunter is a veteran. No other veterans? Well, Ms. Gunter, then I would personally thank you for yours. So we have someone else? Okay, all right. Thank you. Appreciate your service. And again, we will honor you again tomorrow. That is all I have.
Can I add something else? And Ms. Gunter, I wasn't making fun of you, and I really appreciate what you do when you do this, because I don't think we do enough to celebrate our school, the things that are going on, our CTEs, our sports, the academics, and I know that takes time to do so and find that, and you don't share that with us before you do this, you just sneak it in on us, but I'm grateful for that. It really is. I think we have a great school corporation, and I love to hear the good things. So thank you, seriously, and thank you for your service.
Hey, one more thing before we close.
I tried to get us out of here, guys.
No, I was able to travel with the band to the state finals this year, and we didn't talk about that, but our band is really headed in the right direction. It's an unbelievable group of kids. We're working extremely hard. That was just an awesome thing, because I've been in the building in a while, so it's awesome getting to know those kids and those parents and families and spending the day in Indianapolis. So I'd like to commend the band and the kids and the directors and the parents, because I'll tell you, because they put me to work, and that's a lot of work, I'll tell you, we get after it. So anyway, congratulations on a great season.
It is recommended that the meeting be adjourned at 7:50 p.m. May I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make a motion.
Motion is made by Mr. Hanger. May I have a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Mr. Stroud. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. And Mr. Freed, we won't miss the IU game.
No, 8:30, we're good. Everybody have a great night. Thank you for coming.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving.
Good work. Good, how are you? Doing good.
Where did he go to? No? Zach.
He went to Ball.
She's doing good. She's actually playing right now.
I'm gonna hold you up there. No, you're fine. Not yet.
Yeah, there are.
Doing good. Yep.
I hadn't thought about him in a long time, and I see you walking on.
He did some time.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
He got mixed up with some stuff.
Is there Greg?
Greg is fine.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
because Michael, or because your dad, that's right. Yes, so where's Greg?
Greg is in the lab.
Okay, yes, when you said exactly, that's right, because your mom.
Mine's
And then
Margaret
you
and
guys,
Steve.
yes, that's right, 'cause you guys live right on Cornelius Road, right in the corner. And I know the girl that, oh no. I was thinking right off Angel Run. I always had it in my mind that you lived on the corner of, Henry's. I think the city was going towards the city.
Yeah. We were on Sky Air.
Sky Air, that's the word I was
Sky Air.
Yes.
Right across
So-
from Kim Rock.
Okay, yes. Yeah, I forget about that
I
because
get 'em all
Cammy was in mine. Was Cammy your sister? She was the only girl. Careless. She graduated with my twin. Oh, does she?
She's my construction.
Oh, okay, pretty good.
That's pretty good. My construction.
Beautiful. Gosh, she's awesome. I'm sure she's good.
Yeah, that's what she's
But
like.
look at
She's
those
like, I need
dates.
some time off. I gotta get my hair done. I'm like, I don't know. We need to get this project done.
Look at those Davises, and then I just see the grandmother. Yeah, and then the grandmother just, yes. I hate that.
Good to see you. All right, have a good one.
My hair looks just like Cameron's. Long and like.
When you look at a
saying these are, looks like you're doing it.